Hello and welcome to another episode of Composer Notes with me, Michael Coltham, indie classical composer. Today I want to give you an insight into the composing process that I go through. Now you may be thinking that this is about a quill and an inkwell and parchment and drawing lots of notation and staves and all very manual sort of process as I envisage what is happening in my head and try and get that onto a bit of paper. It's actually far more technical than that in the 21st century. Now, I know some people still use pen and paper to compose. However, I use the computer and I use the technology around me. And one of the beautiful things about using the technology is that not only can I make the representation onto a bit of paper, but I can also make it sound how I want the paper to represent, if that makes sense. So I can accompany the audio with the bit of paper as well. So let's go and have a look at the computer and I'll show you what I mean. Speak to you in a minute. So hello again and welcome to the inside of my computer. What you're looking at here is PreSonus Studio One Professional version 5. This is a digital audio workstation, a DAW as it's commonly known as, and it allows me to create the music that you hear. It also allows me to produce the notation for musicians to play and the like. So let me give you a quick talk through what all of this is happening. So here you've got the track window, and these are individual instruments running down the left hand side. So Noir is my piano, and in here is the data that I have played. This is my piano playing, so this is a recorded representation of my piano, and I'll just play that for you. And you can see there that the data that sits within this, if I double click it, it shows me exactly the notes that I have played here. Now, again, explaining some of this stuff. This is the piano roll, and this is the low end of the piano, C1, up to the high end, up to C8, eventually it goes right up there. And you can see that I'm playing in the main section of the piano here. So as I play it, you will see these notes play. Sorry, you will even hear these notes play, as well as see them, obviously. And as you can see, they represent the individual pitches of the notes in it. And the length, the left to right, is how long those notes play for. Sitting under here at the bottom is what's known as velocity data. This is how hard that I have pressed the keys on the piano to play this in. And obviously the numbers along the top represents the bars of the time signature on it. So you can see in bar 3, bar 5, where I am in the music. So getting rid of that a second, you can see that I've got other instruments in here as well. So the British Drama Toolkit violin, let's just play that a second and you can have a listen. And combine that with the cello. And then combine that with a harp. Take it all out and play it all. And you can see how this plays. There we go. And across the top here, where we've got A1, A2, etc. These are the sections. This is how I define the pieces of music that I'm playing as to what sections. Obviously an intro and an outro, obvious ones, the beginning and the end. But here, section A, you can notice that section A there and section A here is that is actually the same piano part. And what I've done is use very similar the harps in there as well, but it's representing that this section A at the end here is very representative of the section A at the beginning. A1 and A2 is a variation of, and obviously there's two sections of B. These are the same, although I've got in different instruments moving around it. But then we come back to the A1 again on it and drop between section B, back to the A over here, and then into an ending. So that very much shows how the sort of structure of music that I do. Obviously they're just the instruments, and what we also need to do is balance them. Now you would have seen a mixing desk before, I'm sure. Well, this is my virtual mixing desk, that represents the tracks up here on the left hand side, and each one of these, so Noir is my piano, this is, you know, the volume fader, and I get to put in various what's called plugins to these. So this one here is a scoring stage reverb, so everything is sent through the same room sound, so it comes into here in the room, and everything in this plant comes through the one room. And what that does, it allows me to position all of these instruments that have been recorded independently into one place altogether. So various things I will expand on over the forthcoming videos, but this gives you an insight into some of the new music that is coming. Now this song here is The Dance. It's part of the Barefoot Princess album that is coming, and I'll just play you a little bit. So there you have it. That's the first 35 seconds or so of The Dance, part of the Barefoot Princess. If you like this video, you'd like to know more, come and journey with me. Subscribe to my website on www.michaelcoltham.com, or come and find me on social media. I'm on them all: Facebook, Insta, Twitter, etc. Love to journey with you, come and explain with you what is driving me around music, etc. I apologise for just banging the microphone there. I tend to talk with my hands, so apologise. Anyhow, get in touch. Love to hear from you, what you think, etc. Just drop us a line either on social media or on my website, and we'll speak again soon. See you for now. Bye bye.